So, what comes into your mind when you hear the word influencers marketing approach? Well, I am certain that for some of you already heard it, or for some of you already have seen it on social medias or in televisions. Well, the question is, what if some of the companies is utilizing or using this type of marketing approach of using influencers behind the reason? So that's what we're going to talk about right now. So hi, my name is Kyle Matibag, and I'll be one of the presenter that will represent to you the highly usage and importance of using this type of marketing approach of using influencers as your brand image for your product. So in every time we're trying to use our phones like scrolling on different social media apps or you decided to watch some TV shows, you're going to see some pop ads like commercials or advertisements that there's this certain individual in front of that platform is trying to act like they're trying to promote or introduce a certain product, like they are being the brand image of that market. And that type of approach is a marketing influencers campaign. But what a influencers marketing campaign is? So influencers marketing campaign, from the word itself, influencers. Those are influencers that has a highly reputation of being famous in the industry, where they can considered as being a brand ambassadors. And those examples of this are often influencers like celebrities or TikTokers, bloggers, or blog writers that can be well-known personalities that can be served as the face of the brand. So those type of influencers can have a crucial impact on helping the brand to connect with its audience, because aside from their popularity, the storyline itself has really credibility to boost the brand recognition and sales. But how do these influencers can have an impact on the trust in consumers' brand relationship? Well, I must say that influencers can be incredibly had an impact in building trust in terms of their life as well as into their consumers. Because when influencers represents a product, they're not just only promoting the product itself, but they're also trying to put their own reputation on that line. Because when the company tries to collaborate the product itself on the influencers, they're not just only basing it on popularity, but at the same time, they're trying to connect it with the life or the line reputation of that certain influencers. So that's why instead of a company relying on choosing regular customers to endorse a product, that's the time that they're trying now to collaborate with social media influencers. And those social media influencers can be seen on different platforms like TikTok, YouTube, or in any social medias. So by using this type of approach, this trust is foundational already. Because in any consumer's brand relationship, so if a consumer trusts a brand, they are far more likely to make purchases and remain loyal and even advocate for the brand. So that's why trusting brand and connecting with the influencers to the product itself is highly really important. So that's why by choosing ambassador who align with your brand values and have an authentic connection with the brand or with the audience instead, is that the trust between the brand and the consumers grows even stronger. So this is why influencers partnership can have a profound impact on how consumers perceive a brand, because they bring authenticity and reliability and also a sense of community to the marketing campaign, making it much more than just a transactional promotion.
When it comes to choosing the perfect brand ambassador, where do we even start? First, we ask, does this person genuinely embody our brand values? An ambassador should feel like a natural extension of the brand identity, almost like a mirror that reflects its core values back to their audience. Are they engaging with an audience similar to ours? When an ambassador and audience align well, it creates a seamless connections that feels like advertising and more like a shared belief. This authenticity is attracts people to trust, engage with, and support the brand. But what if we get wrong? Imagine choosing someone who doesn't truly represent the brand or whose values don't align with our business. Could this lead to mixed messaging or even audience backlash? The answer is, a mismatch may dilute our message, or worse, or leave a negative impressions that hard to shake or accept by our business. By just focusing on ambassadors' authenticity, it might influence the audience, and we can turn a good partnership into a great one, and we can make even profit. By amplifying our brand story in a way that feels like genuine and impactful, the questions we ask before choosing one are the compass guiding us to partner who will represent us well, that can resonate with people who matters most.
Charlotte Folk is a local clothing brand that beautifully blends Filipino culture and modern styles. They offer a range of garments from casual wear to elegant pieces. Also, Charlotte Folk focus on eco-friendly materials and ethical production, ensuring the artisans are passably compensated. Their approach are not only just to support our communities, but also to help us preserve our traditional craftsmanships. By connecting wearers to their roots, Charlotte Folk allows customers to express their own individuality and cultural pride. With a growing following, the brand is making their mark in the local fashion scene that provide us some up-to-date clothing that tells meaningful stories. Charlotte Folk builds trust with the local consumers through their community engagement and their transparency. They host events to connect customers with their artisans to share their stories behind their designs. By emphasizing ethical sourcing, quality, and social responsibility, including local donations, they strengthening community and brand ties, and their commitment to the customer feedback and consistent communication foster a loyal following that values their style and the brand ethics.
Many brands in today's market utilizes ambassadors or endorsers ranging from influencers to artists to strengthen their brand identity, build consumer engagement, and to generally boost sales. For example, Hiraya Filipina, a local brand, have partnered with Nadine Lustre. Colored Cosmetics, a local makeup brand, always works with influencers. But now, this local clothing brand, Charlotte Folk, have created a buzz by partnering with Beanie, one of the most popular girl groups here in the Philippines right now, marking their first ever endorser. This collaboration generated a great deal of engagement and excitement that significantly expanded their audience reach. According to the brand CEO John Charlotte Benson, the decision to choose Beanie as their first ever endorser wasn't simply to capitalize on the group's popularity. Instead, it was the striking similarities between both the brand and the group's stories that inspired the partnership. Both Charlotte Folk and Beanie started from scratch, overcoming various challenges to achieve their current success right now. Furthermore, Beanie had been genuine users of Charlotte Folk's products even before they became their endorsers, making the collaboration feel natural and authentic. John Charlotte also emphasized that Beanie reflects the brand's identity and core values. So despite all the uncertainties involved in the project, the CEO was confident that Beanie was the perfect choice as an endorser due to their shared values and parallel journeys. The authenticity of this partnership resonated deeply with the market, enhancing the trust in the brand and reinforcing their identity. This example highlights how brands don't just select endorsers based on fame, but on a deep alignment of values, shared narratives, and authentic connections. By choosing ambassadors who genuinely reflect their brands, companies are able to foster stronger relationships with their consumers and build lasting trust.
As we wrapped up, let me show you how the partnership between Charlotte Folk and Beanie has truly changed the game for the brand. Before this collaboration, many people saw Charlotte Folk as a bit old-fashioned. But thanks to Beanie's fresh ideas, consumers now see the brand in a whole new light, showing just how powerful a good partnership can be. Let's talk numbers for a moment. Engagement on social media jumped by 65%, which means People are not just watching, but they're joining the conversation. This excitement shows that Charlotte Folk has really connected with its audience and made them feel like the part of the story. Sales figures also tells a great story. The brand saw a 40% increase in sales in just the last quarter. This isn't just about making more money. It shows that customers believe in what Charlotte Folk offers and see the real value in their products. Loyalty is another area where we've seen big changes. Customers' retention rates are up by 30%, which means people are coming back for more. This loyalty is built on trust thanks to the honest communication and community involvement that Beanie encouraged. Customers are not just buying, they're becoming fans of the brand. In the end, working with Beanie has helped Charlotte Folk become a brand that feels real and relatable. The trust and loyalty that have grown from this partnership are not just temporary, they're here to stay. This journey shows how effective strategies could truly change how people see the brand and how they connect with it.